think you know everything about the cars in GTA 5? Well, think again, from hidden details to obvious oversight. Today we're diving into the top 10 car facts in GTA 5 that you may not know. And trust me, number 9 is personally my favourite, so relax and enjoy. For number 1, we have a hidden clever detail. When you put a waypoint on a destination that involves going through a tunnel, upon entering the tunnel, the waypoint on your map will actually disappear. It's meant to replicate losing signal, just like in real life when you go through a tunnel where you may lose GPS signal as well as phone signal. When you leave the tunnel, you get your location and your waypoint back, which is very clever. For number 2, we have a very realistic feature. For when you have a hybrid vehicle like this one here, which is replicating a Toyota Prius, upon accelerating when you get to a fast enough speed, the engine actually changes from the hybrid system, which is no noise, to the internal combustion engine, which is just replicating any hybrids in real life. Have a listen. For number 3, we have this vehicle here called the Chameleon. A very cheap car. It was actually one of my first cars when I got GTA 5 on the PS4. However, this car is fully electric, but when you open the hood, you've got a fully internal combustion engine, which makes zero sense as fully electric cars do not have internal combustion engines, and it would be wasteful if they did. This is a clear oversight. They probably just reuse some assets from other vehicles as they don't probably have like a battery model. But as we know, fully electric cars do not come with internal combustion engines. For number 4, we have this vehicle here, which is the Baller STD. And yes, that's such a great name for a car. Meant to replicate the new Range Rover. However, when you get inside the car and you look at the steering wheel, you'll see that it actually has no logo on the steering wheel. Now, is this just me, but for an expensive car to not have even a logo on what looks like a basic steering wheel is quite an odd thing. I think if this was something that was done in real life, we would laugh about it. So it's only right that we do in the game as well. And for how expensive this car is, it's something that you'd expect as a minimum, and it's something you can't even change either. So definitely I would say a lazy oversight maybe. For number 5, we have NPCs or pedestrians indicating. Now this is something that we see quite often in the city area, but not so much in the more sort of quieter Sandy Shore or Paleto Bay area. But not a lot of people know that they actually indicate when they are stopped at a red light, and it's something that actually took me a while to figure out, and I definitely think it was not there during the PS3 time either. So this is something that not everyone knows, but I think it's definitely something cool. What could have been even cooler is if we were allowed to indicate. I can't believe they've never ever introduced that, but at the same time, I suppose that's what FiveM was for. For number 6, we've got a funny but interesting oversight. When you grab a convertible vehicle and you put a sticky bomb at the top while the hard top is on, but then proceed to take the top off, you are left with an interesting sight. For number 7, here we have the Shafter V12, definitely one of the best sounding cars in the game. However, what's funny about this oversight here is that it's a car with no pedals. So you have a car in the game that has no visible pedals. Makes you think how on earth this car actually accelerates or brakes, considering it's also an automatic looking at the center console. Definitely a funny but interesting oversight. We've gone from no pedals to one too many, as for number 8 here we have the Pegassi Torero XO, which you can see is an automatic car that has no manual gear stick, but comes with paddle shifters instead. However, it has a third pedal, indicating that it's some sort of clutch pedal, which obviously makes no sense as a car cannot be both clutch and also automatic. And as you can see, it is not a resting plate as people might think, as it looks exactly the same and has a bit of elevation as the middle pedal, indicating that it's a pedal of its own. However, as we know, it's not a manual car, and we also don't really see our GTA Online character animate a gear change, so therefore a clear oversight. For number 9, we've got the amount of cars that you can spawn at one time. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm pretty sure that this is not every single vehicle that you can spawn at one time. I'm pretty sure there's more, but I'll get onto that in a second. Just to go through the number of cars that we do have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. To start off with, here is our first vehicle. Now, this is my Pegasus vehicle, and to be honest, you could have many different Pegasus vehicles. This is the only one I have, and therefore the one that I've chosen here. But any Pegasus vehicle you have is what you can have here. This is my personal vehicle. Just at the moment, I've got that Vapid Dominator GT. The third vehicle we've got is Franklin's vehicle. Once you have the agency, you can get a company SUV. So this is the third vehicle I've spawned in. The fourth vehicle here is the vehicle that you get as your CEO. Now that you become a CEO, you can become a CEO. You can get CEO vehicles, and this could be any sort of vehicles. This one you can pay for 5k, but there's also free options. You just do it through the interaction menu here, CEO, and then vehicles. Now this one here is from Tony at the nightclub. If you simply give Tony a call, it will give you the option to get this or the limo, which is one of the 2 vehicles you get to use in those missions where you get to take a celebrity back home. Here we've got I believe this one is one of these 2. I think this one's the delivery bike from my Acid Lab. So the Acid Lab, you just simply go on to the service vehicles, Acid Lab, and delivery bike. The other vehicle I have here, which is actually also a motorbike, is from Imani. So you just simply give Imani a call. Again, once you have the agency, you can get yourself another bike transported at one time along with everything else. This is from Dax. So if you finish the Dax DLC, I've already forgotten what it's called, but if you finished it, you can simply give him a call and request his journey, which is what the name of this vehicle is. And finally, I've also got a Terabyte here. Now, obviously a Terabyte, you just simply go into the service vehicle and request Terabyte. Now, some of the notable mentions about those that you just cannot get. So I haven't started the casino DLC on this account of mine. I'm just yet to do that. So I'm pretty sure if you give Agatha a call, she may allow you to get some sort of transport vehicle. And also Lester. For some reason, if I give Lester a call now, it's probably because of the number of vehicles I have here, he does not allow me to locate a car like he normally would. Finally, I believe the RC Bandito. Correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't got it. You can't really just leave it as like its own car here. If in order to be the RC Bandito, you end up being inside it and controlling it, sort of thing. So that's why even if I did have it, I probably wouldn't count it. But also, I do know that some of you are probably thinking right now that I could get the Sparrow, and I can get the Sparrow, but the main point here is the vehicles. We just want to look at vehicles. Of course, if you have a yacht, then the yacht's there, and you could also possibly do Sparrow, but I just wanted to do land vehicles, and so far I've managed to do 9. However, if I've missed any, let me know that I haven't mentioned today, and if you think that you can do more, then definitely send me those via Instagram or TikTok, and I'd love to see them. And lastly, for number 10, we have the option of making your convertible rooftop go down via the interaction menu. You would have seen me do this earlier for the sticky bomb on the convertible top, but this is something that I've not seen a lot of people not only do, but none of them even know, that you can actually, through the vehicle remote functions, actually put the roof down. You simply go into the interaction menu, then you go on vehicles, go down to the vehicle roof, and if it's a convertible, it will be an option that's available for you to press up or down, which will obviously take the hardtop up or down. It's definitely a cool feature that I did not know until very recently, and it's something that when asking around I didn't see a lot of people know either, and to be honest, not a lot of people drive in convertibles, but definitely something that is very cool that I should have known earlier. And that's been 10 GTA 5 car facts that you may have not known. If you did enjoy this video, then please do hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already, as I've got many more videos like this to come out. If there's something you think I've missed or something that I should include in a part 2, then please leave them in the comments below and I'll definitely catch up on those. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Both are linked in the description below. I hope you all stay safe, take care, and peace.